Today, I'm going to show you in this beginner-friendly video my number one question I get asked: how to change a single layer image like a JPEG or PNG file into a multiple layer image. Some people even refer to this as turning a PNG into an SVG file. It's super easy, and let me show you just how easy it is. So the first thing you want to do is bring up any browser. I'm using Chrome today, and I'm going to type in Winnie the Pooh. And then I'm going to go to images. And what this is going to do is sort our choices. So this takes us directly to images. Then you select tools, size, large. This way our images will have less of a chance of being pixelated. And then I go to color option and choose transparent. Now, first, let me show you what kind of image would not work good. This one right here with Winnie the Pooh and cute little piglet, it has too much shading in the colors, and that would make it very difficult to separate the layers. So we're looking for something very simple. This would be a good example of a simple one, although I do see a white background behind it. Even though it's saying PNG, sometimes when you download an image, it may still have the background, but I'll show you what to do a little bit if that happens to you. So I'm just looking for one. Actually, I like this one right here. Let me make it bigger so you can see it. So you can tell that this one, the background has been removed. It's got nice sharp lines in it, and it has a black background, and I really like that, and I'll show you why here in a little bit as well. So I'm going to go ahead and choose this one. I'm going to right click, and I'm going to save image as. I'm going to go ahead and save it actually to my desktop, and I'm just going to name it Pooh Bear. I can close this since I already have it on my desktop. And then now I'm going to go to the website called png to svg.com. And what this website does is you drop your image, whether it be PNG or JPEG, you can drop it in here and it's going to separate our layers for us and turn it into the format of an SVG. So what you want to do after seeing this cute little guy is scroll down, and you're looking for this right here. You simply want to either choose your file and then locate it where it's at, or what I like to do is grab that PNG from your desktop and drag it and drop it. It immediately puts it right down below, and then here's where you want to select how many colors you have. Now this looks like it's got 1, 2, 3, and then black would be 4 colors, so you change it to the number of colors, and then you look at your color palette. Now this color is a little bit off from this color, so I'm going to go ahead and select it, and then you can see my cursor changes to a little eyedropper tool. So take it and just drop it on the color that you want it to be, and then now you can see that all 4 of these colors match. Once that is done, just click on Generate. It'll take a few moments to populate. And then here you can choose to donate, or you can just simply click on Download SVG. It's going to download it to the bottom of your browser if your browsers are set up like mine is. And then I'm just going to drag this over to my desktop. So now I have the PNG file and the SVG file, and we'll actually be using both. But first, let me show you the background removal tool in case you haven't heard about it. This is the one that I use the most when removing a background. So it's remove.bg, and this is where you just upload an image right here, and for free, it will automatically remove the background. So I just wanted to show that to you in case you ever need that. So let's go ahead and open Cricut Design Space, and we're going to upload. We're going to upload image, drag and drop the SVG right here and let go. I'm going to name it and then click upload. I'm going to click on recent uploads and then add to canvas. So this is where we'll have a little bit of housekeeping do. We're going to go through each separate layer and just kind of refine and get rid of any extra little lines that we can't see with our eye, but it's actually in the file. Remember, anytime you're getting a file from the internet like this, it's not going to be 100% quality like as if I was to go into Adobe Illustrator and create a bear with different layers. That's going to be 100% quality, where oftentimes when you're getting something from especially Google Images, your quality very often is going to be lower quality. So then we'll have some cleanup to do once we're in Design Space. So I'm going to go and start at the top layer. This layer right here is just his uh, foot pads. So I'm going to select the layer and then down below, click on Contour. And this will take a few moments. If you've never used Contour before, don't be afraid to use it. You can't hurt anything by using it. So basically, as it says on image below, you'll be selecting outlined portions to turn, cut off, and on. So that's saying that when you click on things, you're telling Cricut to either cut it or not cut it out. So we have two different areas. You'll see as soon as this gets done, but you'll have this area here you can click on, or if you click these little one section at a time is every part of what you'll see in here. So sometimes it's easier if you're missing one thing that you can't tell that you've clicked on, you might find it in here. But as you can see, it takes all of these lines are little bits and pieces of these lines here. Okay, so if I just scroll through, you can see there is a lot. But sometimes when you can't find it here or get it to click on it just right, you can find it over here. All right, so we're just going to be using the foot pad. So I'm first going to just click. See, all of these contours are now showing. So I'm going to click on Hide All Contours. Now I'm going to bring back what I actually want it to cut. So anything you see here that's light, it will cut. Anything dark, it will not cut. So I want to cut this foot pad. So it looks like that one was actually there. So was that this one? Yeah, that was that one. And then I want this one. I don't want that to cut. So let me see if I can bring that back. Okay, so that should be good. Let me go ahead and close it and check it. Yep, we've got our 2 foot pads and that's all we've got. So now we're going to go to the bear layer. So this is going to be everything that is the bear fur tone. Click on Contour. And basically, I'm just going to do the same process for every layer. So it doesn't matter whether you have 2 layers or 10 layers. It's the same process for each layer. So I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to hide all contours and I'm just going to start bringing back what I want to show. And you can see it on the left as you're clicking items. The only thing to remember is you can't move this. This doesn't move. So Cricut, if you're watching this, it would be a nice feature if we could move this over a little bit so we could see our image better. But you could make your image smaller or bring it down here if you wanted to see the whole thing. Okay, so now we want to bring out these parts here, like his eye. We want the Cricut to cut out around that so it will show that eye in the background. His little brow there, this little mark here. Looks like we've got another brow or eye. Yep, as a brow there. And then it looks like I've got part of his arm here. Sometimes, like I said, it's tricky finding it. There it is. Once you see it go dark, then you know it's selected. So see how that is dark, it won't cut out. So when I highlight it, it makes it dark and it will cut out. I think this looks really good. Let me just make sure real quick. So this looks good. I'm going to go ahead and close this window. We've got the bear done. And now I'm going to come back to this black layer. See if I turn it off, you can see it doesn't show the black layer. but we'll be coming back to this in a moment. So let's go ahead and jump down to the red shirt, click on contour. Okay, so I'm going to hide all contours. And then this one, I'm going to go ahead and start selecting some of the areas that aren't showing. And then I'm going to deselect these so they'll cut out. Okay, and that should be good. Yep, that looks really good. I'm going to close that. Okay, so now we're going to do our final layer. Now, what I wanted to say about the final layer is that I want one solid layer, right? If you look at this one, if we turn it off, you can see it's not going underneath the whole layer, it's just outlining. So I'm going to keep that turned off, and I'm going to go ahead and go back to upload. And remember, that first image we downloaded was actually the PNG file. So last time we uploaded the SVG, this time we're going to bring in the PNG. So I'm going to drag and drop. I'm going to choose complex because I always do, and then click on continue. And then here the background is already removed, so we don't need to do anything on this screen. Go ahead and click apply and continue. We're going to save it as a cut image, and it's already named, so we just go ahead and click upload. Select under our recent uploads, add to canvas, and it's going to come in gigantic. I don't know why it does that, but it does. But to get that back down to a reasonable size for us to work with, we're just going to go up to the width of the size tab up here and change it. Just type in 5 and then enter, and it brings it down to about 5 inches. So now if we select our layered image, it tells us that the image is 5.484. So we're going to select Pooh Bear here, the black one, and enter 5.484 and enter. So now we have these sized the correct size. I'm going to right click him and then choose send to back, so he'll go behind this layer here. And then as you can see, we can line him up and everything looks really good. And there you have our layered image. Now, one other thing that I want to mention is that if you want to keep them grouped together, go ahead and group them. And then you can group the whole image together. And then now you can resize to whatever size you want. This is how easy it is to take a single layer image. Today I did a PNG and it didn't take long at all to turn this into a 4-layered SVG design that you could use. This would be great for heat transfer vinyl projects or for making stickers or any type of a vinyl project that you may want for this. So I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I'll show a little fast forward of me putting the vinyl together so you can see that process from beginning to end. I'll fast forward it so it's not too boring. Anyway, take care and remember to create with love. Bye.